welcome to the show, Mark.
Yvonne, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for taking time to join us. I understand you're a very busy man these days.
Well, that's always a good thing. We're in Michigan right now filming 2 different movies. One is a Little League Baseball movie called Home Run Showdown, and the other one is with Kurt Russell. It's a real good story we're shooting in Grand Rapids called Touchback.
Wow.
And I call that one, Yvonne, kind of a Field of Dreams meets It's a Wonderful Life. It's one of those feel-good sports movies. So we're busy, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing in our business.
Yeah, it sure is, because a lot of people don't have any work to even say that they're doing. I was reading that you are an athletic and a stunt coordinator. So why don't you tell us what exactly that is, and what do you do in your line of work?
Well, I've got one of the best jobs in the world. I get an opportunity to combine 2 of my passions, which is sports and entertainment. And Hollywood usually calls on our company, Sports Studio, and myself to coordinate and choreograph and cast and ultimately direct the action of most of the sports movies, TV shows, and commercials in Hollywood. And we're in charge of making sure that the actors look authentic and real, and that they're credible, that their characters are credible on the field. And we also cast the extras that are around them. We choreograph and coordinate the action so that the action looks hot and it helps tell a story. And then the last thing we do is I'm an action director, so I shoot all the action and translate it to camera. So, again, I've got one of the coolest jobs in the world.
It sounds like a lot of fun. And I understand that you were also a jock yourself, right?
Well, I was maybe a long time ago. I played football at Appalachian State University, and I was working on my master's degree at the University of South Carolina when the telephone rang and they were looking for a technical advisor to work on a little movie called The Program. And I said, well, I don't know anything about filmmaking, but I know a little bit about football. And so I did that movie, The Program, and really had a good time doing it. And the phone just kind of kept ringing, Yvonne. And you know, after Jerry Maguire and Varsity Blues and The Waterboy and Any Given Sunday and The Replacements, I figured I might be able to make a career doing this, and kind of started at that point. Around 2000 or 2001, I realized, hey, I might be able to actually make a living doing this.
I never knew that they had different types of directors for different things, or stunt coordinators. It makes a lot of sense, but I just never thought. I mean, you watch these pictures about games and what have you, and you never think that there's somebody that specializes in that field that actually puts all of this stuff together. So that's very interesting.
Well, it really is, and I think, Yvonne, to your point, because the audience is, you know, we're so oversaturated, and the audience these days are so sophisticated, you just can't fool them anymore. And, you know, they need the action to be credible, they need the story to be credible, and that's where we come in. You know, I think that if the action is not real, and you don't believe the actor is that Heisman-winning quarterback or that, you know, All-American pitcher, then the story loses credibility right away, and the audience is going to pick up on that. So.
Right.